no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. They took it to 10.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. We are moments away from kickoff, and we've got a good one on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. With that, let's get over to the Mercedes-Benz Superdome with the call from New Orleans. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway from the Superdome. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first pick of the second round back in 2001. And that's the veteran Drew Brees.
Drew Brees' accomplishments have been borderline astounding. When you look back at what people... thought about him coming out of college, so-called height issue, you name it, he can do it, and boy, does he prepare well for each and every game.
Mike spot 4. Hey, watch the slant.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Brees leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. And the starting defense here for the Panthers.
Eric Reid is a safety that you can use all over on defense, both in the box as a tackler and back deep as a cover man.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Focus, defense, focus.
To throw, it's Brees. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. This is taken at the 18. But he breaks through another tackle. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. So here are the Panthers now under head coach Ron Rivera. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 60 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. One play, long touchdown pass into the end zone. Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Breeze. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing now is Breeze.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will be taken at the 13. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a Panthers 1st down, 17 yards on the play.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it. And here now the offense for Carolina.
Yeah, I feel a little bad here because we missed out talking about these guys on the opening drive because they were in the end zone before we had a chance to even say anything. But let's keep an eye on these wideouts. QB already has 1 touchdown pass. You know he's looking for a few more before this one's over. Those wideouts will get plenty of opportunities to try and score again.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to rifle one deep, and this is caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, 47 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And that drive happened quickly, which is great because they scored the points, but then their defense has to come right back out on the field.
It is exciting, isn't it, for the offense to do that? The defense is saying, okay, that's cool, but let's not make it a habit. We need to get some rest sometime.
Gano now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably
quick strip, the ball's out, and the Panthers have recovered. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Gano for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Well, they got the ball in great field position. 1 play later, boom, end zone. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Calling a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Now Breeze on 3rd down. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Fights through and now a crease. Greg Olsen, nobody ahead of him. Touchdown, Carolina. Greg Olsen, 91 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Gano now to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Gano out to kick this one away.
Let's go.
Now we'll see what Michael Thomas and the rest of the offense has in store here. With them losing here in the second quarter and his limited productivity so far, you'd have to think they're going to try to look to him a little bit more, right?
I would guess you would start to see maybe some quick screens, some hitches, anything to get the ball in his hands quickly and let him try and do some damage after the catch. Or maybe just flip some formations and keep him isolated where it's more of a one-on-one route and get the ball to him.
I say just 4 verts, right?
Hey, why not? 4 verts. One of the best routes in football. Hard to cover each guy all the way along the route.
So far, just 1 catch for him. Now Breeze finding Kamara. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be 3rd and 10. The Saints on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Thomas Morstead now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Fielded at the 20. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. He's enjoying a great deal of success. His team is also enjoying a great deal of success.
Yeah, he's got that nice little, what I call the QB lean going right now. You see that little stroll that he's got
swagger
going? Yeah, he's definitely got that. You see him throwing the football, the nice little video. He's seeing that in his head as well because he wants more of that to happen. So anytime you see him that relaxed, that comfortable, usually it's a big thumbs up for his team.
Yeah, it's been a big highlight day for him. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The former Bill, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. He'll drop to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 56 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. Gano the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and Carolina scores to cap it off. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you've got a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
There's still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Breeze. This is complete to Michael Thomas. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm. Throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see it. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Gano for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. And they're able to get the connection on the long touchdown pass. And that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. 1 play, touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way up.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The man wreaking havoc there, Gerald McCoy, the D tackle. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Throwing on second and long. Breeze. And Kamara has it stripped. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Gano now to add the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you got a talented back, give it back to him.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Looking to throw again on second down. Breeze. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. And Gibbs got it. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On first and 10, here's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it's third down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Breeze going to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will be marked down inside of New Orleans 10. A big play there just before halftime. 58 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one, maybe not the hard-fought battle many had hoped for. This has been blowout city thus far, but still more football to be played. Who knows what could happen? As we send you right back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Let's go, let's go!
There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Runs through the contact. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
I know I'm supposed to do the analysis here, but I've got to ask, how did he stay alive that long in the pocket?
Yeah, great footwork, which we know he has. If he would have been able to stay alive, get rid of the ball, or run for some yardage, he would have had a very unhappy defensive coordinator, I believe.
No doubt about that.
Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Gano for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Now Breeze. On the check down, he finds Kamara. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Breeze now drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead, it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here.
Hey, man, watch the boot.
They go play action here on 1st down. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. A good pickup there at 22. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Carolina. 57 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll look to throw. And he's going to find Hogan here, complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. From 21 yards away, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Gano now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense.
These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
17 there and a New Orleans first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Ready. We're waiting. Mine's 59. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9. Breeze toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Breeze. It's caught. Smith. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. They create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. This officially, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Well, that field goal block pretty much sums up the day for them, doesn't it?
Boy, it really does. What's the word we often use? Symptomatic. It's just been a sign of how this one's gone.
Give a lot of credit to the guys who got in and blocked the kick. They've had the advantage all game, and they continue to press it.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And nobody in the stadium feels better than he does right now. Just a slew of touchdown passes. He's been spectacular.
And you and I both know this is a team game, one of the best team games that's out there. But right now, I've forgotten what the scoreboard even says. Just watching what he's doing.
Been fun.
That's been mesmerizing and a whole lot of fun to watch.
He's hoping to keep it going here in the 3rd quarter. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. McCaffrey on the counter. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Refusing to go down. And he's brought down. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal.
We saw it at Stanford. It does not surprise me to see it here in the NFL as well. This is one elusive young man.
He set the NCAA record in 2015, 3,864 all-purpose yards.
Listen, after watching that move, I just called for the trainer. I think I pulled a hammy just watching him.
They come out here in the eye.
54. Watch the run. Watch the run. It's soft, baby. That's baby soft.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey taking it in as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Extra point try good by Gano. And that will extend this big lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Ooh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Shotgun now for Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Breeze now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now Breeze finding his safety valve here. That's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. To throw, it's Breeze. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movement.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Those really long field goals, when they are made, they are things of beauty. But there is a danger to getting them started, isn't there?
Yeah, with that low drive, you've got to really keep it low to the ground, don't you, to get that distance.
Yeah, hard to just pop it up in the air because otherwise it's not going to get there. So he's got to drive it low in order to have the distance, and that usually puts it in jeopardy, gives him a chance to block it, and everyone knows it on the other side. That's when you get your best jumpers on the other side of the field and try and get up and get it.
So now a chance for points in the opposite direction after the blocked field goal. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. McCaffrey following the penalty. Flexing his muscle at the 30. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. The Panther offense staying put. They'll go for 2. McCaffrey, he'll try to run it in. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. Oh, boy, rubbing a little salt in the wound there, going for 2 up this big.
You know, there's one time when I played, Brandon, and played against a team that was just absolutely pile driving us. And they ended up going for 2 late in the game. And I asked one of the guys, why'd you do that? He said, because we wanted to win by more. That feels like that type of situation.
Wow. Well, it could also result in a melee later, though. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. And he's into the clear. The 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6. for a Panther touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Gano for the extra point. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. McCaffrey will try to run it in. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. And is there bad blood here? I mean, go for 2 when you're up that much?
If there wasn't before, there is now. When you do that, you've just announced to everyone, you just don't care about the other side at all. All you care about is what you're doing, and they just want to pile up points.
They did. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Here's Breeze. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ross Cockrell, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Carolina getting set to take the field. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. Sheds off the tackle. Fighting through it. He's got space. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top. One of the fun parts about working with you is that we've learned that there are different ways to do things than the way we were brought up to do them. This is Madden. Of course they were going to go ahead and get another score. What do you mean take a knee?
And that just makes the final margin even more lopsided. I think they earned themselves a cold drink from the fridge, right?
There's no
Maybe
doubt
some
about
pretzels,
it.
too, some hummus. Go crazy.
See, we've learned.
Go crazy.
We have learned the Madden way of doing things.
And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. Partner, I think the thing I'm going to take away from this game is that ending. Still hard to believe they score on the final play, and then for some salt on the wound, they go for 2 just to widen the margin.
Not to mention, they already had the lead when they scored on the final play. So I don't know if everyone on the team is a fantasy football player, and they're like, hey, get more points for our guys. I don't know what's going on here. Maybe a coach is looking ahead and saying, you know something, the more points we have might be the tiebreaker. But, boy, what a way to finish it.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou.